Is it still the same, or it has developed over the period of time?
So a lot of any kind of product that you launch would have its own evolution. I think one half of it is what you want it to be,
Right.
and the other half is what your customers want it to be.
Right.
And I think there's always some degree of creative tension
Right.
between the two. But I think the product has to evolve because as time changes, generations change, or things what people are looking from the cafe or for the hangout spot
Right.
changes. So it is always, I would believe, it's a constant process of growth and evolution. So yeah, I think it'll keep evolving, and hopefully we are evolving in the right direction.
Right. So, what has been that one element that has stayed the same, like from the time you started till now? What has been that one brand integral value or concept or belief or the cultural idea that has stayed the same over the period of time?
So the sense of community,
Mm-hmm.
a workspace, of fulcrum for creative thinkers and the creatives to kind of meet and interact. I think that's been a very essential part of what we've always wanted to do, and I think will be part of our DNA forever.
So, like, what element of social has come out of you? Like, as you've been the creator and you've been the person behind this creation, we generally resemble a brand with some values and some beliefs of our own. So, what has been that part of social that in a way, identifies or resonates the most with you?
I can't take all the blame.
Right.
I have to say that social is a team effort and is done by all the really creative and motivated people who we are working for Empresario. Um, but I do believe that one of the things that we feel at a DNA level is the cafe business.
Right.
And we try and explore all manifestations of the cafe business. So while we have social, which is one type of cafe,
Right.
Mocha was another type of cafe,
Right.
and then Smokehouse Delhi, Saltwater Cafe, Prithvi Cafe.
Right.
They are all different kind of manifestations of the same. And what really is a cafe? A cafe is not a place. It's different from a restaurant.
Right.
A restaurant is a place where you go for lunch and dinner, but a cafe is a place where you go for each other.
Right.
And we just try to make a place as conducive for a conversation, as conducive for bonding and collaboration as possible, and that's our job. So I think that's been a essential part of our DNA, and I think that's what makes us cafe creators and cafe builders more than restaurateurs.
Right. So you've always like promoted communities and cultures. So what kind of a culture or community are you like hoping to build out of Indore? Since it's a very culturally different place in the sense of ecosystem, work culture, and the club culture or the food culture. So what are you hoping to build or establish with Indore?
So we are trying to figure out our place and our relevance of social in Indore, because, like you rightly said, each city has its own culture, it has its own methodology, it has its own pace of whirling, right? And you can't just come in. I think it's a conversation.
Right.
And I think it's going to be a conversation between me and Indore, and social and Indore, and we are going to find our own level with each other. Of course, Indore loves their food, Indore loves going out, Indore loves living it up.
Right.
And we are happy that we are here now finally in Indore.
Right.
And hopefully it will be a mutually beneficial association.
Right. Because right now we, as Motivator, has been involved in the community meetup that you are having, and in the coming weeks that will be happening. And we are really glad that social as a community, as a platform is here. But like from your end, what are the kind of opportunities that the youth can expect in Indore now that the social is here?
So social, first of all, it's a privilege to be part of the Indore landscape. I think the reason why all the brands are coming to Indore is because they're realizing, the magic of Indore. It is a beautiful city. It's a clean city. It's full of entrepreneurial energy, and it is the heart of India, and the food capital of India as well.
Right.
So I hope that with social coming in, we can create a space where people can feel comfortable to come to a space any time of the day. They can meet and interact with other creative people,
Right.
and make new friends, form new relationships,
Right.
find new business partners, and maybe even a life partner.
That's beautiful. So, just one thing that I would like to know, that now that you are living a different kind of lifestyle, what was your day back when you started and now? Like the time you started socials was a very different time in your life, and you might be working on a different roles that point of time. But now that social has been like so old, so how is your day back then and back now?
Very interesting question. When I was a startup, I was working 16 hours a day. And now that we have a larger company and a larger footprint, 12 hours a day. I think one of the changes, and which is sad, and your role keeps evolving as you keep growing, right? In your journey as an entrepreneur, you really are the free radical,
Right,
and you really are the guy who's picking up the slack.
right,
And we try and build a team of generalists and not specialists. As you become larger, you will need to hire very smart specialists in special areas. Your role keeps changing. Like earlier, I used to be involved in every little thing. Now I find myself not being involved in all the things that I enjoyed about being a restaurateur. Like from deciding what's every little thing on the menu, to deciding every little song on the playlist, to picking out every piece of light and every piece of furniture yourself, to meeting every guest every day. All those things are becoming difficult for me now, and unfortunately or fortunately, somebody else gets to do the fun aspects, and I find myself talking to investors and bankers and having long meetings. So that is unfortunate, but I mean, you have to do what you have to do the things that you love to do.
right. So in this process, like of evolving from a guy who really loved the core of getting into restaurant business and doing all these small little things, to now taking the big role, has in any way the joy or the contentment or the value like changed for you? Has it in any way decreased or increased over the period of time?
Again, a very good question. It is a tough business, right? And every day I go back and I'm like, with so much over-regulation and so many challenges, you're like, why am I doing this? I mean, I should be selling ball bearings.
Right.
And that happens to me every day. And every day when I come to my restaurant and I see people laughing and having a good time, I'm thinking, there's no other thing I'd rather be doing.
Right.
So I think there's this constant state of dichotomy and doubt that every entrepreneur lives
Right.
with.
Right.
And I think the real question is, you have to ask yourself, is it all worth it at the end of the day?
Yeah.
And if the answer is a resounding yes, then it's okay. And it's okay to feel doubt, and it's okay
Right.
to feel disenchanted or to have doubts. But if you have doubts, then there is no doubt. It's like that. So it's never going to be one unidirectional, constant joy, constant happiness.
Right.
There's always going to be frustration, anger,
Right.
resentment.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I feel that you kind of sum of all the parts. You balance your ledgers, and you find that overall you're net positive. That's a good thing.
So if you had to choose, like the you 8 years back starting socials, or the you now who is successful and established and well known as a brand, like what time would you prefer more, or is more close to your heart?
I really believe that I was a much better restaurateur and a much better entrepreneur in 2001 when I started out this business. Experience is just a horrible substitute for enthusiasm. I think that between enthusiasm and experience,
Yeah.
give me enthusiasm any day. And I think that when you're younger, you're definitely more enthusiastic. You don't know what cannot be done, and you don't know what can't be done,
You're fearless.
should not be done. You're more fearless. You let a lot less to lose.
Yeah.
You're way more prone to risk taking. And this is something that I always find myself in conversations with people. When I wanted to get into the restaurant business, set up a coffee shop, I used to ask people, कि भैया ये आइडिया है चलेगा, एंड पीपल नहीं चलेगा, क्योंकि ये ऐसा है वैसा है, इतने कॉफ़ी बेचनी पड़ेगी, नहीं चलेगा, मत करो. And so many times people come to me with ideas now and say, you got so much experience, आप बताओ, we have this idea, and I say, but why ये नहीं चलेगा, क्योंकि then I find myself becoming one of those guys who told me ये नहीं चलेगा, and so definitely the guy I was in 2001.
So, like, social is one concept that you had in your mind, and there's a whole journey that must have been in your life when you came to social. So I would like to know about that journey, like what was that thought process or idea or culture experiences that you experienced, and then eventually the idea of socials came into your mind that there is something like this that could be done, or this is something that I would like to do or bring in the world. So what was that journey like coming towards social?
So we were in the cafe business since 2001, and how I even got into the cafe business was I was in the entertainment business. I was setting up entertainment centers, which meant pool parlors and bowling alleys. And what we really started doing that any kind of human interaction needed to have food. So whether somebody came and participated in entertainment, they would have a coffee and a sandwich. Right? So for me, when we started off, we thought of a cafe as a entertainment experience, not really a food and drink experience. And that was in 2001, where Gen Xers were the millennials at that point of time, and it was a different environment. And as the environment, the generation changed, we started noticing that people had different heroes and they had different motivations. So we started seeing, when I was young, our heroes were rock and roll stars and big hairy guys and big motorbikes and leather jackets and big boots. And now is a different, now is a slightly more not so masculine, but more entrepreneurial. Now the heroes are people like Mark Zuckerberg, and
not mine though, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean now that's changing too, right?
Yeah.
So, but they're tech entrepreneurs, right? And you start finding that that your heroes have changed, and your ideals have changed, and your dreams have changed, and your aspirations have changed. And so that was one aspect, and the other aspect was what we started seeing was we started seeing a lot of people abandoning their offices and coming and working out of cafes, even though the office was right next door, and even though the office was really plush, and even though the offices were quiet, they would come and start working in a cafe. And I think that there are two things. One is that you never know who you're going to bump into a cafe, so there's always room for serendipity. There's always room for fate to place and some chance meeting that can happen, which can never happen in an office. And I also feel that you do still feel like you're part of the world and you're not in a punishment posting, locked away from the world. You still feel like you're working, you're being productive, yet you're a part of a larger of a larger movement. So you do feel a lot more inspired. So we really kind of started seeing a lot of people sitting and working out of cafes. So social really was a distillation of that, where work and play, in a sense, came together, and collaboration, and also at the same time there was the rise of the gig economy, the sharing of a shared economy. People not getting too attached to traditional status symbols. As an entrepreneur, I think one of the biggest skills is the ability to connect dots, right? Literally is to have been through one experience and then been through another experience, and try and find a commonality or a dot which is actually propelling you towards a certain direction. So I don't believe that any such thing as wasted time or a wasted experience, because you can benefit from that in a sense that is your destiny driving you to something. So I'm glad to play a small part in other people's lives, as other people have played in mine. So pay it forward.
So just one question and I would wrap it up. What are your plans forward now? Like, now that you've established yourself, you've created this lifestyle, you've created so many restaurants, brands, what is the journey forward for you?
When you look around and you have ambitions, and we feel that we are still on chapter 3 of our story, Then hopefully we'll have a few more chapters going forward. We are very excited about what social and its relevance to India and what it can offer to the world. So we are quite keen on scaling up social. We believe that we can now grow 10x from where we are today.
Right.
So that is one aspect. The other thing that excites me is I really have traveled the length and breadth of India, and I think it's a wonderful country. And I feel that it needs an environmental shift for the hospitality businesses to thrive. So if I can have some influence on that, if I can help more people come to India, because I really feel that right now there are only 3 million foreign tourists who come to India, as opposed to 85 million who go to a small country like Spain. Right? So I think we are underserving ourselves, and if we can play a role in actually creating better environment for tourists to come to India, and also I think that's a very low hanging fruit, and maybe I can make a slightly bigger dent to the industry as a whole and not just to my business.
Thank you, sir, for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you.
It
My
was
pleasure.
lovely having this conversation.
No, pleasure. I'm glad you guys are doing this, and now you are moving fully online. And
Yeah.
fantastic. I'm so
Thank you,
glad.
sir.
Thank you so much.